Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Trey Lance, preseason, week 1, 2023, lock in. All right? We're here for your overreactions. We're here for your crazy comments. I know that this is a hornet's nest I'm about to step in. Let's step in it together. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into this video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. You want to support the channel, you dig these kind of videos, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community, get even more content like this, more in-depth, deep dive, nuanced stuff about the quarterback position, offensive and defensive football. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Oh, baby. Here we go. Walking into the hornet's nest. First one here. In my opinion, the hitch should be thrown to the bottom. If he doesn't want to throw it because it's muddy, okay. Let's do what a lot of people would call footwork-wise kicking back. So no, kick back, find the check down, as opposed to standing there and getting sacked on the first play of the game. So again, the first one here I would say is about as muddy as some of these turn downs are as I'm gonna identify. But for my money here, at the bottom of the screen, this is a turn down. This hitch should be thrown. Yes. Is it tight? Absolutely. If you think this cat's going to pick it and go the other way, then don't throw it. Okay, and that's probably what he thought. That being said, if that's the case, well, then the ball probably needs to go either inside or to the check down. Okay, what can't happen here is we can't take a 3-step drop and stand there and think that nothing's going to come when we get dudes pushed back into our face like this. So what I say kickback meaning, I mean when we hit the top of our drop, 3-step, then boom, 2 more. You bounce back, kind of like they do at every single high school camp across the damn country. So no here, okay, I personally would throw it. If you're not going to do that, you kick back and you try to get it to the check down or the inside stick. Can't have a sack on a quick game like this where I think that there are multiple people open. This is a turn down at the bye. Boom. 1, 2, 3, throw it. You're going to throw it on the 1 on his left arm. Is it going to be tight? Yeah. It's also the NFL. If it's not there, okay, you don't like it. Kick back, jump back, get to the check down. I'm not going to say you should jump back and get all the way to the stick. That's not understanding quick game passing game in my opinion, but you can get to the check down. Now, I would also tell the check down to get the hell out. Looks like he's faking for some reason. I'm not sure why we're jump skipping around. Get out, bro. Kick back, get out. Get the ball. So, lots of little layers here. But for me and my money with Trey Lance, if I'm, whatever his name is, Greasy. Almost said Bob Greasy, Brian Greasy. Get back, bro. Kick back. So, 1, 2, 3, no. Okay, you're making the decisions. Kick back 2 more and throw the check down. And again, the check down has to get out. I'm not familiar with that release. That's high school Harry release. Next play here. Big play action shot. 2 deep hooks. Now, whether these are called hooks or read posts, whatever, it doesn't really matter. They're 2 deep curls or hooks. Big play action post. I'm going to call this a turn down again. Now, again, this might be half of a turn down, and I'm not in the quarterback room, so I don't know exactly how they're reading it, but I would bet a lot of money that the read is from our right to left on the screen. So fake, no, come back to the other side, then down to the check down. You're not going to do all this play action fake to throw a check flat. Okay, so shift, I formation, coming downhill, weak side ISO. No, look at there's no pressure. Like this is preseason, we're going to deal with all sorts of pressure and we'll get to it. But this is open. It can't be 1 and check down. And if that is the play, the design is not good enough. So what I'm saying here is 2 things. One, that where he looks his eyes first is open. Okay, that's the first part of it. And you might disagree with this, and that's your take. But for me, this is open. So we're going to push up and shut it down. Same thing on the other side. Now this one is wide ass open. This one potentially up top has someone underneath it, but he's got his back turned. So when he has his back turned, he's only covering the width of his shoulders. So you can really put that thing anywhere except on his back, and it's going to be a completion. But there's no, I find it really hard to believe that it's 1 and then 2 is the check down. So to me, it would be, okay, let's work this side 1, because this is where the play fake is, right? We're faking here. So this most often is going to be open. And this other side here, this could easily be 2. So you just go 1 to 2 to 3, the check down here. Now, maybe if this flashes, you just put it on him, but this can't flash and then have this wide ass open. So again, the 2 plays and what I would say 2 turn downs, which is not great, Bob. I mean, look at the curl at the bottom. Jesus. But I would even say the curl up top is open. Now, you might say, hey, bro, you don't know what the F you're talking about. This guy is running to cover it, but he's got his back turned. So he's got his back turned. He's running. I know he's in the lane, but playing quarterback, you recognize the back turn and you can throw this thing anywhere. It's like he's not there. And then I just find it really hard to believe that this would be the look 1 and this wouldn't be the look 2. And I'm telling you, I think I'm a pretty open identifier as not a huge Shanny fan on certain elements. This is open, dog. We got to throw this. I would be losing my mind if I was Kyle and we looked at the pictures and this was open and we're throwing checkdowns. So hard not to overreact 2 plays in, but I think it's worth acknowledging the fact that what I would consider the biggest issue early here are turning down open throws. So again, watch 59, the middle, right over the right guard or the left guard. He's got the butt towel. He's going to come up and then he's going to turn and run. He's turning and running. You see him turn and run. Just throw it. And or come back and work the curl hook on our left. Okay, but that's a lot of complaining for a completion, if I'm being honest. But I think it's worth acknowledging the fact that it doesn't look like he's playing the play the way it's designed to be played. And again, only he knows for sure. But I can't imagine that's why we're calling the play. Next one here, 3rd and 6. Next one in the game, 3rd and 6. We're going to go from 3-by-1 to 2-by-2. We're going to get clouded up top. I think the ball should go to the slot up top. It's a turn down. It looks like Lance wants to throw it. For whatever reason, he doesn't, whether he's not on the same page. Maybe the tight end runs the wrong route. I don't know. But for me, it's a turn down. It's open. We got to throw that ball. I mean, we got to throw that ball. There's no way that this ends up being a sack when you've got an open guy for a first down. And again, I'm not telling you that it's for sure on Trey Lance. Maybe the tight end ran the wrong route. I doubt it, though. So for me, this is just air raid Y cross. So we're going to come up here and we're going to run the slot on what is normally just this little out. Now versus cloud, meaning that versus this rolled up corner up top, we usually have the capacity to settle here, almost like a stick. It's usually paired with a must outside release go. And then here's that cross that everybody hits on the backside. But this is, that's open, right? I feel like I just don't recall seeing 3 plays that are 3 turn downs in a drop back game. We pass like this, like even the little play action. But this is there. This is easy to see. Turn and put it right on the 8. Just throw it to the space. There's no reason. What is the reason to not throw this? Like, I would be fascinated to just say, why didn't you throw the ball on the first 3rd down to the tight end? Now, maybe the tight end ran the wrong route and he would never throw the guy under the bus. I doubt it, though. Like, that's a pretty simple staple play that many football programs run across the country at every level. What this is the part that's scary as hell. What is the disconnect between throwing this? We got to throw that. We got to get that completion. That's too easy. Next one here, a little naked off a 3-by-1 wing. Not sure about the design here from the tight ends. And I'll be honest, to me, this is a potential interception. It's a nice throw. Again, I don't quite understand what the two tight ends are doing because they're doing the same thing for me. And very rare to see this kind of like sloppy, what I'm going to call sloppy design from a Shanny offense, especially a keeper naked game. But for me, again, this is a really nice call. This is one of those calls where you often see as the first call of a game for guys, especially in the preseason when you're trying to get your quarterback going. So we're going to naked come out of this thing, come out with depth. To me, I like this call. You should already know what I'm going to say if you're a fan of the channel, because it's got a wide edge. So it makes this player, he'll never be coming off that kind of tackle, open edge, tight edge kind of disaster setting. So you've got this wide edge with the two tight ends. Now, that being said, normally this thing is paired with either some sort of corner deep flag, an over, and then when you have two tight ends here, it's usually secure the edge and then go quick to the flat and maybe wheel this thing. But it's got to be quick because you don't want these guys doing the same route where they come down, secure the edge, and then leak. So they're in the same space for me. These guys are doing the same thing. Also, they're not blocking the edge. When you've got two guys here, just chip this cat, secure this edge so that when we come out, there's no one here. So again, this is just like the little nuance, but really matters in this type of keeper world. Hit this guy. Like, what are we doing? Why would we possibly have two tight ends going down to secure nothing to then check out in the same area? Okay, so that's the first part. The design, underwhelming, some sort of execution error here, I'm guessing. And when we come out here, so the first one comes out and catches the one-handed ball. The second one here is kind of behind him. Well, the defender here, someone defender is running in between here, and the ball looks like it's thrown at the defender. The guy makes a hell of a catch. If he doesn't catch this thing, it's a pick six. So again, it's, the first of what I'm going to say are a number of essentially muddy throws where we get a little lucky here. Look at those tight ends. What are we doing? And look at that throw. I mean, that backside backer almost gets a gift. And again, I can't quite make sense of why you would have two tight ends here and neither one of them take an edge off that defensive end. Again, man, I think coaching tight ends would be one of the best gigs in all of NFL football. But having shit like this on film is not it. Watch those two tight ends. Regardless, Trey Lance, okay, you get a completion. I think we're a little lucky here. I mean, look at that throw. That's a hell of a catch. If he doesn't catch this ball, it hits the defender in the chest. He's going the other way. That's a touchdown. Whew. I mean, that's living on the edge, y'all. That's the first of what I think are 3 plays where we're living on the edge in this game. Get a little lucky. Next one here, 3rd and 5. This is a rough one for me for Trey Lance. Not necessarily the throw. I think the tight end down here to the bottom kind of screws him. This looks like a choice up top to like a pivot reverse down here to the bottom. 1 to 2. He gets a little bit of pressure, no doubt about it. I think he does a really nice job of hanging tough in the pocket here. 2 hands on it, going left for the number 1 for that little option or choice. No. Again, free runner essentially, coming around on the stunt, pressure. Buy enough time, and then this throw, they're just not on the same page. I think the tight end kind of okey-dokes, if I'm being honest. In addition, reason number 8 billion to not cut from the backfield. Damn, I hate people down around a quarterback's legs like that. Nothing cool about it. Don't allow your running backs to do it. It impacts the play here, in my opinion. If the running back were to blunt this guy, I think this is an easier hookup. But the concept here is essentially 2. So 1 right here is this choice, what I'm going to call a choice or an option. He probably can come up and run either way. He's covered. And we get no separation here. That's an L, in my opinion. Then we're going to come down here to the bottom. And what I'm used to calling like a reverse pivot or arrow, you're going to fake this out or loop, and then we're going to come back in. So normally the read here is 1 to 2. Now the part about this route that I think he okey-dokes Trey Lance is at the top of this thing, he comes out and then he kind of changes his gait right here. So he kind of settles and Trey Lance thinks he's going to keep going. So the throw is worse than it is. It looks worse than it is, in my opinion. And again, only they know. But just looking at the film, looking at his gait, not great. But I like seeing Trey Lance go 1 to 2. So 1, no. 2, yes. And again, watch that loop down here to the bottom. Does he change his gait right there? See him kind of, he's running right there when he throws it, and then he stops. See his shoulders kind of pop up. So no, yes, 1 to 2, not on the same page, punt. Okay, from the back here again, just the back, man. Cutting from the backfield like this just creates so many issues. Then we're turning, doing a 3-person slide to the left inside linebacker. We just can't pick up the stunt. It impacts the play, not on the same page, punt. Next one here. This is a brutal turn down for me to the bottom. This is a drift post off a little play action. It's open twice. It's open in the first window. Boop. It's open in the second window. We're sky mailing checkdowns. This is the type of stuff that will make Kyle Shanahan punch himself in the face. I don't understand how you don't throw this ball. He's looking, he's right at him. In the second window, you can see the linebacker. Look at the linebacker on the hash right here. So even if you don't like the first window, the linebacker turns and runs. He's roboting. He's got his back turned. Throw it, dog. Sky mailing checkdowns? These are the ones when I put on the film. This is now what? Essentially the 4th turn down. Even if you don't agree with me on some of the earlier turns downs, this is one that is just, in my opinion, wide open. So it's open here, and then it's open in the second window here. Again, same linebacker turns and runs to take away that first window. If you think that's true, I don't think it's true. I think it's there here, and it's certainly there here. And how you explain away not throwing this is the type of stuff where you're on a different team soon. This is the type of stuff where it's hard to make sense of for anybody. That's as open as it will ever be in the NFL on time. Now, maybe he's playing it too fast and he's like, I'm just making excuses for him. I can't, man. I'm not sure how I would handle this as a play caller if this was getting turned down. Like, we'd be running the ball a lot. And I know you don't want to run the ball here for Trey Lance because you want to see what he can do. You want him to get these types of reps, but you got to throw it, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, throw. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Throw it. Oh, man. Sky mail. Next play here. This is where the pass pro disaster begins. Who knows what the hell the left guard's doing. Just an absolute fucking disaster. Dumpster fire. Hard to play quarterback like this. It's the preseason. Stuff like this is going to happen. Still not acceptable. I think he does a nice job just kind of getting out of it, surviving it. And you got to acknowledge what it is. Okay, I got to put stuff like this on the video because it shows the full context of what we're dealing with. Now, if it was blocked perfectly, the ball probably goes to the number 1 down here to the bottom. This looks like just a simple kind of across the field, top to bottom look where you're going to try to throw this thing, whatever this is, trying then to get the ball to the crosser. And then finally on this deep in, usually reads like this are kind of across the board. 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be there. It's going to be a nice big chunk. Now, does he throw it? I don't know. And you got no chance playing quarterback like this, having a free runner in the fucking B gap. You got no chance. And this impacts you moving forward because now you're like, hey, am I seeing ghosts? Are there free runners? We're not blocking guys with their hand on the ground? 2 hands on the ground and you don't get blocked? God damn. You got no shot. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, let it wash over you. Feel so good. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Get the notifications as well. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, a great way to get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig the content that I've been cranking out, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Get over there, become a member. I appreciate it. We also have Quarterback School courses. The courses are my favorite content available through the channel. Deep dives, really the premier content available on all of my favorite football topics. So you want to learn about RPOs, pass protection, tempos, how to beat every coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available. Get over there, enroll in the courses. I appreciate it. Finally, we've got a bunch of free resources available. Links are in the video description. Make sure to follow me across social media. Most active on Twitter, X, whatever the hell it's called. Get over there. Give me a follow. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get back to it. So now it's 3rd and 8. And I've been as guilty as anybody as far as calling out what I think is a pretty blah drop back game from Shaney and company. This is a great concept, and it's a wide ass open. It is wide open on the sail to the number 3. I love how they get there. I love this concept. We can't pass protect. And even if he were to throw it, it would be called back with a holding on the right guard. Again, difficult to play quarterback like this, y'all. Just acknowledging what it is. Okay, on 2 levels here. 1, the drop back passing game. I'm all for this. I like this kind of party. So right here, this is where the ball should go. We're going to come out here. We've already run that crosser a few times. Now we're going to come out here and do this, what I'm calling a sail back the other way. And it's not like a generic sail. So generic sail for me would be go, flat, sail. That looks like high school. Okay, this is a really cool job of being able to come in here, sell the over, and come out of it with the clear being run from the number 2. So we're here, and then the shallow element of it to be run from the number 1. So he's going to sell this thing across and then come back out. This looks like 2023 drop back passing game. This is something we want to see more of from the 49ers in their drop back third down passing this year. Yes, please. And we got to be able to pass protect. Trey Lance got no chance. I mean, maybe he goes up and just chucks it down here to the bottom. That'd be a hell of a play. That'd be Mahomesy-ish. But we got to give him a chance. He's got no chance pass protection-wise. Even if he did, the Mahomesy kind of jump to our right, throw it to the sail, is called back with a hold. Not good enough up front. You know I'm struggling when I start putting in stick spacing, so we need a completion. We're going to the flat, the guy who shifted up top, stick, throw the flat, 1, 2, 3, put it on him. I mean, got to put everything on here, I guess. Completions, decisive. I like this call just to get a completion for our guy. If it's not there, you're going to work across the field to the spacing. You know, I don't have a whole lot to say other than the fact that we got to get some completions. And if we got to keep going to the flat, we got to keep going to the flat. Again, if it's not there, it's flat, stick, sit, hitch, check down. You can see it go all the way across the field, top to bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Take what's there. Thank you. Next one here, another job throwing the flat, this time on a little naked keeper. We're going to get it to the hide or sneak flat, the guy in the slot, 17, going behind the line of scrimmage, back across. Again, at this point, we're just trying to feel good. We're trying to get some completions, move the ball, move the launch point a little bit to help alleviate some of the pressure up front. Quick game, more flat, attack the flat, flat gate, whatever you want to call it. Let's get some completions. Let's start feeling good. We've seen Trey Lance now operate pretty well on these naked keepers, getting outside on the edge. Take what's there. There's the first read. Yes. So again, this to me is play calling, trying to help alleviate some of the issues up front, and we just got to find some completions. Like this is where you just need to see the ball go through the bucket. We got to get to the free throw line. Right here, a couple good free throws. Now we're feeling a little bit better. So now we're feeling better. We're going to go from 3x1 to empty 3x2. We're running double stick to the bottom. There's nothing there, and this is Trey Lance, the playmaker. I think this is what, I think 49er fans, coaches thought they were getting as far as an element to be a little creative, out of structure. This is what I think the 49ers have been missing at the quarterback position for a long time. Got a little bit of it with Purdy last year. But this is the type of stuff that the NFL is. So it's not there. Go create. Nice vision. Good little flick. That's a hell of a play. Now, scheme-wise here, this is not for me, man. And what I mean by this is a really, really common concept across the league. So must outside release go. Double stick are these two guys running stick. So this is a true stick, and this is more of a built-in, it's kind of a quick out. You can't throttle on this one because you got a stick coming right on your tailpipe. So this is double stick over here. Most oftentimes, this is run with what I'm used to calling a slop route on the back, and it can mean a few different things on a few different offenses. It's essentially an option, a slant option, where you kind of come in here, you can run a slant if it's there, you can kind of come out of it. You've got some option elements of it. What you don't want is whatever the hell this is, where you just come here and sit and turn around. Like that's not helping anybody. So when you come out here and the double stick, both stick isn't here, Then you turn over here and there's nothing because you didn't win on your slop, or this isn't called a slop and it's called this, and then the concept isn't good enough. So you pull back the layers on this film and you're like, damn, where's he supposed to go with the ball? Where do you want him to go? The sticks are not there. Whatever that is, like the slot up top goes and covers himself up behind the ass of the backer. What are you doing? Like, there's no level of football where you want to do that route by the slot up top. So just watch it come from our right to left, and he's going to stand behind 56. There is no football play where you want to do that. Bro, middle finger. 2 middle fingers right there. You got to give Trey Lance something to throw to right here. What are you doing? He does a hell of a job making a play here. That's frustrating. Damn. Next one here. This is a touchdown pass. Really an interception to a touchdown pass. I'm not sure how good you can feel about this play, other than the fact that fortunate that it goes your way. I like the vision element of it. I think it's just a tick late and crazy lucky. I mean, NorCal, hella lucky here. I mean, come on. It's hard to even celebrate on a play like that. But this is just a naked keeper to the left. 51 is unblocked on the edge. You got to navigate the edge. Come out of there. No to the over. Yes to the backside post. Now, the throw is not perfect. It's behind him a little bit. I think maybe if he could just kind of flip his hips and throw it there. But again, the ball's a little bit behind him. Even if it's thrown perfectly, if it's thrown perfectly between the two defenders, it's probably a touchdown. It's a little bit behind him, so the accuracy is a little wanting. He's leaning right. It's not an easy throw. Nothing's easy about it. It's dangerous if you're not going to make a pinpoint throw. But you could see here, if you put it on his right hand or the one, it could probably split those two defenders. Either way, get lucky. Straight to the casino. My God. That's brutal if you're a Raiders fan. Holy moly. Regardless, I don't know. I like the ability of him trying to make a play here. I think you get rewarded for being aggressive. Crazy fortunate. Hella lucky. I miss saying hella back in the day. Get the Tivas. Nice job here, though, navigating the edge. No. Boom. He certainly has the ability to do this. And I think this is what they thought they were getting. Not the crazy lucky play, but I mean, in my opinion, could easily be the second pick of this first half. Next one here. Big play action shot down the field. In my opinion, another turn down. I think he's got either route to the bottom on the deep out or up top on the deep in. We gotta throw this. Now, it's not a clean look to the bottom. It's there. Up top is wide ass open. WAO capital. And there's no way you can compound not throwing it twice down the field to then take a sack out of the tackle box. Got to throw it away. Got to find a way to accelerate and get away. How are we not throwing it to the in on the backside? And again, I get it. He's getting green dogged here. For my money, the right tackle is probably too aggressive. Probably has that guy in responsibility and just overcommits, then gets a free runner on essentially a green dog. But we got to throw at minimum, we have to throw the in. I would make the argument that you've probably got the shake or deep out down here to the bottom as well. But golly, like this one's a little funky because it comes open, but because the defender is kind of outside, I could see why you would want to be off that. But this, y'all, we can't have this on film. Can't have wide ass open turn downs in NFL. Cannot. Can, period, not, period. Oh, I think cannot is one word. Damn. I mean, damn. Everybody's open. Sack. And again, hey man, I've already acknowledged the pass pro up front. Without knowing what the call is, in my opinion, the right tackle overcommits, takes his eyes off his responsibility. But, I mean, 1 hitch, heel click. 2 hitch, heel click. 3 hitch, out of there. You just one, you don't like it, right there, hitch. Now back to the in, throw it. That's your feet tethered to the concept. You can't, we're not going to be able to play like this. This is back to the drop back game that I know and hate. Double 7 stops, corner stops, is not for me, dog. And, Trey Lance does a nice job here of fighting through it and getting a completion outside of structure, make a play. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Maybe to the check down, if the check down could get out faster, but he's getting caught up in the wash. Nothing there. Got offensive linemen falling all over the place. Got to go create. Yeah, you're salvaging this. At this point, Trey Lance is trying to overcome his coaching because this play is not good enough to be called in the NFL, in my opinion. All we're doing here is running tight split 7 stops or corner stops, and it's mirrored on both sides. So where do you want him to go with the ball? If anything, potentially if this guy got out quicker, it could go to the check down. But this is tough, y'all. Like I'm not mad at Trey Lance on this. I don't know where to go. Where do you want him to go? We're essentially running 2-person route. Now maybe we have to protect like this because we got turnstiles up front. But don't give me mirrored concepts. It's not high school. Nice job, Trey Lance, battling through it, overcoming your coaching right here in the drop back game and going to make a play. I get it that, right guard is getting stepped on multiple times. Boom, boom, dumped. Go make a play. Over the bag. Outside the pocket. Good vision. Good enough throw. Completion. Let's go. Next one here. Probably my favorite throw of the half for Trey Lance. 3rd and 10. We're going to complete an in down here to the bottom. This is versus 11 lurk. So the free safety up top becomes the whole player. Really nice job from Trey Lance navigating a drop back concept that I would say is generic, but creates a winner right here out of bunch. Working that over, no, in, yes. The ball is right up on his face. This looks like an NFL play. Now that, the ball location is good. The coverage is something that you could potentially see during the regular season. So right here, we're lurking down. So when he comes down and they're playing some iteration of man, to me, I call that 11 lurk. Okay, you can call it whatever the hell you want. It doesn't really matter. Right here, it looks like here's the over. So you don't want to throw an over into lurk, right? This defender comes off into it. The bones of this, though, you got to get to know is when this player is running with the over and then he passes it off. So he essentially passes this route off to the lurker. This is where young quarterbacks will make some mistakes. This guy now becomes the lurker. So you've got to be careful about seeing what exactly is going on here because then we've got the in coming right back. So they think they're going to fall into it. Now, they don't necessarily do it quick enough, well enough here, but you can see how potentially just being aware of where this player is, and when he falls off, he could potentially muddy this pitcher for our in. But I really like the 3rd and 10, Trey Lance driving a ball past the sticks. There's a lot to like. But watch that defense on the over, on the number 2. See him fall off right there. Now he falls off, up by the font of the Raiders as opposed to the sword. So he doesn't take it away. But we're not coach. This isn't DB school. Okay? Quarterback school. Nice job navigating this concept right up on him. I love the ball location, the timing, the rhythm of this thing. This looks like Sunday football. This looks like we're holding up front. Nice pass protection. Good things happening. Let's go. Next one. Had to put this one on here just with all the hot takes I got from the Jordan Love screen gate and the Bears fans going bananas over a few screens. Trey Lance right here, not getting any help. This is not running back school, but obviously you have to look at the ball to catch it. I think Trey Lance does a nice job playing the screen. Look off to the left, set it, find the lane, put it right on him. It's outstanding. There's not much more you can do here other than the fact that you got to acknowledge he's not getting a lot of help, y'all. And I know they got a really cool, unique set of skill players at the 49ers, and that's a strength of what they do offensively. And whoever the hell is, out there with him right now. But this is preseason ball. Not getting a lot of help. Whoop. Slippery. Next one here, 4th and 1. To me, another turn down, this time in the run game. Okay, so this is zone read lead or zone read bluff, whatever you want to call it. You know, I would love to see Trey Lance keep this ball. They're trying to gap exchange this thing. Again, it's easy for me to say as a guy who didn't get hurt last year running the ball on a quarterback run. But this is a pretty simple read. And again, every team is going to talk a little bit different about when you pull it, when you don't pull it. For our purposes, and so you can apply it to damn near all ball or universal zone read ball, this is the person that we are reading right here. So we're going to see what this player does. I think the easiest way to phrase it is, can he tackle the back? So if we're running zone read, and let's just say they're running inside zone, can he tackle the back? If he can tackle the back, then we must pull it. So now it becomes quarterback run. And this play is made to look like split flow zone read, split flow inside zone, and then he bluffs that, and now he's the lead blocker. So it takes away this kind of gap exchange where he's going to hard charge, and then the backer's going to gap exchange for the quarterback. So now we've got a lead blocker here. And again, it's 4th and 1. You got no help. Dude's dropping screens all over the place. You're going to give him the ball? You know, for my money, and I think most guys would say, hey, bro, take this one off. I'll get it myself. And that's the part right there. Like, he's got his shoulders turned. He's definitely going to tackle the back. I mean, that's a fucking easy read. The turn downs in the passing game or the running game, not good enough. Okay, now we're in a 2-minute situation. We get exposed again. This really should be an interception on the deep hook from the will defender here. Tampa 2. This to me is Trey Lance getting exposed, not understanding coverage, not being able to use his eyes to manipulate zone defenders. He's staring at the deep hook, and that's way too easy. Okay, and I get it that, you know, young guy needs to play some more football. But for me, and this is, you know, I think how many people talk about this type of play. This deep hook is not a bad call versus Tampa 2. So he's running out of there with middle field open. Okay, the thing about Tampa 2 are these hook defenders are really tethered to your eyes. So if you're going to hit the back of your drop and you're going to stare this way or stare at the deep hook, these players are trained to go with your eyes. So they will fall right into the area. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if the other concept is their favorite 7 stop. So because this player is now following your eyes and he's going to that deep hook, well, that creates the void for the number 2. But if you're locked on the number 1 and you're only going to throw it to the number 1, you cannot stare at this like this. You cannot. You got to manipulate some zone defenders. So just go 1 here, 2 here. What does this defender do? Does he get depth? Then we just smoke this thing right here. Does he squeeze this thing? If he squeezes it, we got to go to the 7 stop. Just play this thing out where we are watching this guy right here and tell me what you would do. Now, you have to be able to look at him. Okay, Trey Lance is not looking at him. This is an easy read, though. See him squeeze? He turns. Now, that's because Trey Lance goes to throw it. But she's looking right there. He's guessing, as opposed to shoulder effing him, looking left, coming back and snapping that 7 stop up top or corner stop. Should be interception number 3 of the half. This is, I mean, look at his helmet stripe. He is looking over there the whole way. 56. It doesn't get easier than this. Okay. And again, he'd be playing offense if he could catch, right? Nice block, bro. Boop. Damn. Okay, next one here. 2nd and 10. We're going to get a little hammer or dagger concept down here to the bottom. Again, versus Tampa 2. This is a really nice job. Ripping the in on the spray in down here to the bottom. Read that curl defender underneath. Again, it's, to me, this is one of the better throws of the game. Nice pass pro, good rhythm, ball's up on the guy's face. To me, it's an easy-ish look. And like the design, like the play call. So concept-wise here, all we're doing is running this, what I'm used to calling a spray in. So the spray just means that it widens his stem, and then we're able to come in here to open this window. If you were to run this, just up like this, the window is tighter. Okay, so we don't want that. We want the spray in, and then it's usually run with a clear to get that safety and get that mic defender out of there in Tampa 2. And then we are going to run something underneath it, usually like a pivot or a flat right here. And then all you're going to do is read this defender right here. Okay, he gets any depth and hangs on this thing. It's going to create a nice little void, and we're able to lay this thing up on the guy's face onto the in. Just a nice job here eventually. We've done a nice job. I don't have to go to 49er practice to know that Trey Lance likes throwing these ins. Okay, let's have some more ins. Why? Let's work to the strength. That's a nice ball. Easy, clean read. I get it. It's 2 minute. I get it. They're playing soft, prevent, Tampa 2 coverage. You're not going to see a whole hell of a lot of. But it's nice to see him have some success, get the ball out on time, see some good pass protection. It's a nice chunk. So that is a wrap. Trey Lance. Whew, that was a big one. Y'all, the film was not great. Okay, it wasn't. Trying to make sense of some of the deficiencies surrounding Trey Lance as far as the pass pro, maybe not being on the same page, taking all of those things out of account. I think the most concerning thing that I saw was what I'm going to call his decisions to turn down opportunities down the field. Now, are they drilling into him, let's take no chances? I can't imagine that's the case, because he definitely takes some chances. It's concerning. And it's one of those things where, for me, film like this, turn downs like that happen very rarely. And when you see what I'm going to say is over 5 potential turn downs, whether it's on a 4th and 1 run, whether it's on multiple opportunities for, I think, throws down the field, that stuff is crazy frustrating for a coaching staff. And it's got to be frustrating for Trey, too, to turn on the film and see the same. I mean, he's seeing the same film we're seeing. So to understand, what's the disconnect? Why are we not throwing this? Is it his feet tethered to the tempo of the concept? Is it his vision? Is it his trust, his confidence? Is it all of the above? Whatever it is, it doesn't look for long, in my opinion, for him in this system with this organization right now. It doesn't mean that it can't change really quickly. He can't get better at it. But this film, this evidence, not good, not good enough. Yikes. We'll see how it all shakes out. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know where you think I went sideways. I appreciate you hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.